Go live. Yo, what's poppin' peeps? We are live. So we're going to be doing the live deck profile of Galarian Rapidash V with Victini VMAX. So I wasn't thinking necessarily when I picked up the promo boxes from my local store that we'd be using Libra Horn, but it makes a lot of sense once you think about it. Victini VMAX at a pure basis is doing 100 damage, and it's doing more to VMAX Pokemon and V Pokemon and stuff like that. So you're knocking out most Pokemon V, and you're two-shotting most Pokemon VMAX, but this really helps out with the tag team matchups or anything else that you might struggle against. So, Libra Horn even placing damage counters, going through Mew. There's a lot of cool things that can be done. So, shout out to Koichi, Kimura. Sorry if I butchered that name. I'm not necessarily the greatest at pronouncing Japanese names, but their deck is filled with a bunch of cute things. I really like the deck. So we're going to be showcasing their deck today. I'll get to the chat in a second, so if you're watching this afterwards, we did do this video live. I try to do a mix of my videos both live and pre-recorded to give everyone the best of both worlds. So always stay tuned on my social media. You can catch me at Zach Lesage PTCG to see what's going on, or hop in the Discord server. You can find both links in the description. While you're there, be sure to like the video and subscribe. Liking the video does help boost the algorithm to get this into the hands of more Pokemon fans. That being said, I do want to see exactly what this deck looks like, so let me just switch over my scene and see what we got going on here. Where is this deck? So we should be good here. And let's see if we can learn something. Yeah, this deck is interesting at first. So, I mean, I guess the best way to start things off is to go through the basic strategy. You have Victini VMAX, which has max victory. It does 100 plus. That's the part that matters the most, the 100 plus. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon V, which is also a Pokemon V or VMAX, this attack does 100 plus 120 more damage. That allows you to do 220. But in the case if you're playing against a Reshiram and Charizard-GX, you'd only do 100. 100 3-shots this Pokemon. We don't like 3-shots. So, cool thing that you could do is Libra Horn it to make its remaining HP until it's 100. Then you can attack with the Victini VMAX. So this is really where you're going to see a lot of the big things happening. Because you could basically use this against V Pokemon and VMAX Pokemon. Use this against Tag Team Pokemon. Use this against GX Pokemon. You can't use Psychic, but you can use Libra Horn. It's only 2 energies. You can power it up quickly with Welder. So you can attach up to 2 fire energy cards from your hand to one of your Pokemon if you do draw 3 cards. So that's the simple strategy about everything else. You got Crobat's Dark Asset to draw some extra cards if necessary. You could also use the Dedenne-GX to draw some extra cards. And you got Eldegoss V to get back supporter cards. The only supporters you have are 3 copies of Boss, so you can bring up whatever you want, and you got 4 copies of Welder. Cool thing that you could do here is use Libra Horn, and then bring up one of their Pokemon, then use Libra Horn, so maybe you can get off a couple Libra Horns. The more Libra Horns you get off, the better chance you have of winning this game. That's what I could say. Heatran-GX is a great GX attack. You gotta think GX attacks are huge. If you get a bunch of energy in play, or if you just want to sync a Pokemon to attack in one blow, so you can power this Pokemon up with Welder, you can use Steaming Stomp, pretty cool. Same thing if you need a little bit more damage, knocking out like a Boltund, for example. You can use Double Blaze GX, follow that up with a Flare Strike, really put yourself into some pressure. Both of these Pokemon both have Spreading Flames. It's a great way late game. If you need to power up any of your other Pokemon, it could just win. Energy Burst is also an underrated attack. 30 for each energy attached to both active Pokemon. If your opponent's packing those energies, like on a PikaRom or something, Energy Burst might be your better attack. Keep your eyes peeled for that moment. Then we got Jirachi. So Jirachi with Scoop Up Nets. You could basically grab things like Welder, making the deck a little bit more consistent. And since we have Scoop Up Net, we have Giratina. Giratina is, well, there's a lot of decks that play special energies. If you think about all the Galaxy/Jit Mewtwo decks, then you got the Mewtwo Urshifu decks, Rapid Strike Urshifu decks, really Luke Metal, or any deck that plays Coating Metal Energy, this deck should have a very good chance against, because we don't play Stealthy Hood in that deck. Got 4 copies of Calm, 4 copies of Quick Ball, just to search out our Pokemon. We only play Calm because we want to have Evolution Pokemon. It's the best way to search out the best of both worlds. A couple copies of Reset Stamp to keep it consistent. 4 copies of Giant Hearth, Scoop Up Net, Switch, you know, pretty basic cards to get in and out of Jirachi, in and out of your other Pokemon. A couple Air Balloons. A lot of your Pokemon have 2 Retreats, and then we have enough Fire Energies to make everything work. So this is really how the deck goes. Again, against most V decks or VMAX decks, you're going to attack with Victini VMAX. If you're playing it into a tag team deck, or if there's an opening for a Librahorn, Librahorn can absolutely be broken. So, we're going to jump into some games, just see what's going on. Let's go versus... I think this deck's super cool. If only I could find the deck. You can see I play a lot on the ladder, right? Players' Cup keys have been beating me up. I'm doing well at the Players' Cup, so don't take that as like I'm not doing well or anything. It's one of those things where I've just been getting, I've been playing so many keys and playing like these really long grindy tournaments. Like, I think I've played the Decidueye like 6 times and control a bunch. So, we're going to be playing against Kenseiyu. Now, one thing to note is Koichi's very good at Pokemon. They placed finals at the Chill back-to-back weeks. So when I thought my back-to-back top 4s were impressive, Koichi with 2 different decks was just like killing it. And I mean, this is an awkward start for sure. I don't think anyone would say otherwise. But at least here, Giratina, it looks like it'd have like 3 Retreat. I could just Air Balloon it or Scoop Up Net it. And if I top deck anything, I got the Welder. Here it looks like we might be playing against an Eternatus, which is the matchup. Oh, they didn't get anything. Oh, there's another Welder. Why? I'm not going to go to Dedenne-GX. We could always collect energies with Heatran. So let's just go like this. They didn't really get a good start either way. We're just going to go Air Balloon, keep the energy in play. Retreat into the Jirachi, and let's see what we can get off Stellar Wish. So you can see we're like able to start getting some other things out there. I'm going to go Quick Ball. Quick Ball sounds like a good plan if you ask me. Now, things that I might care about or might not care about. I don't know if there's really much else that I'm looking for. I might be able to go one more Scoop Up. So before I do that, I'm going to go Scoop Up Net on the Jirachi up in the active. I'd like to attach one more energy if I have the opportunity to. So let's go Stellar... I don't know if I need the other Jirachi. I'm just going to pitch this out of my hands since we already used a Scoop Up Net. I am going to go for a Victini V. And if we don't get the energy, I'm just going to... If we don't get like a Giant Hearth or something... Okay, let's just go for Calm, I guess. I think that makes a decent bit of sense. So we're gonna go Victini here. I kind of like that there, to be honest. So I'm just gonna go Calm away the Dedenne-GX. And I mean, it's one of those things where, like, if you ever forget to search through your deck, always remember that you get, like, a subsequent search. So feel free to, like, always use that. One cool thing that we also could have done here with 2 energies is if we had the opportunity to ever attack with the Rapidash, we could have. Not that I think attacking a Crobat with Rapidash is the play, but I mean, it's certainly a possibility. So let's go Crobat V, and yeah. I just don't want to waste this entire hand, right? So we're going to go like this. I don't want to go Scoop Up Net because we've already retreated for our turn. So let's just try to get a single energy. Yeah, you want to know what? I'm feeling pretty good because we have the other Giant, we have the other Scoop Up Net. So I'm just going to try to chase things down. The reason why this is so important is because we can't necessarily Welder and Boss in the same turn. So if we are playing against E-Turn, I'm putting my opponent in a position where it's like, yeah, I might be able to go for max victory against your E-Turn. Obviously, you can see that everything's wasted by a single Crushing Hammer. So if they don't get anything going on here, they might be in a tough spot. Okay, they're gonna... Yeah, this is definitely an E-Turn deck, if I ever saw one. And they're just going to concede, so we'll take the dub. They probably just got nothing going on. So that's okay. Yo, hey, how's it going? There's another Victini player. So we are able to win this game. Now, I'm just, I always try to record the game logs. Just in case I ever want to, like, look back through. Yo, how's it going, Derek? Yo, what's poppin'? I'm really happy to see Victini at the top. Yeah, I mean, it's super cool. Victini deserves to be at the top. That's a fact. So we're just going to keep on jumping in with that deck. I think it should be automatically playing here. Ooh, I got 50 Poke Coins. Let's go. So we'll see exactly what's up here. So we're gonna see what they're calling the coin flip. I'm looking forward to seeing the Rapidash in action. I feel that. Yeah, it's cool. We'll see. We'll see. Like, it's one of those things where, like, you only use it against specific matchups, right? So you only want to use it against tag team matchups as far as I'm concerned, because anything else, it doesn't make sense to lower their HP. Also, you gotta watch out. I played against one of these decks earlier on in the day at the chill events. You gotta watch out for things like Metal Goggles. Yeah, Rapidash is hot. I mean, we got the Jumbo Rapidash right here. So, definitely want to take some mulligans here. Ooh, I actually really like this start. I'm actually just going to use quick discarding the boss orders to keep it in the bank. One thing that I don't think enough players do is try to, like, get key supporters in their discard pile to get back with something like Eldegoss later on. It's obviously, like, dependent. So we're going to see what we got here. We got some Victinis. I don't know what we're playing again, so, I mean, I'm just going to go for the Victini strategy since I have a Crobat there. We did prize a couple energies, though. Like, 3 of them. That's 8. What else did we prize? Do we have the Scoop of Net in our hand? We do. We prize, so 1 quick ball, 3 fire energies. What else did we prize? 2 Jirachis. Really weird prize cards, so we know that we're not going to be getting too much value out of our prize cards for what it's worth. I should have used Stellar Witch before playing it down, but I mean, I don't think it necessarily matters. And I'm just going to grab Welder, just because I think Welder's kind of hot. No pun intended. I don't see any other good attack. In fact, I don't see they can set up a 2 HKO for 2 energies. I mean, I think Eternatus VMAX can. Oh, okay, now I think I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. We'll see. Thankfully, their opponent got the Crushing Hammer Tails. Are we playing just against Eternatus again? Oh, this is Pika, okay. They had to go through a lot of resources. That's 4 energies. This is a great opportunity for us to rip some HP into a Pika. If they don't get anything down, we probably just win the game. And if they're going Boltoned, I'm pretty cool with that too. So don't go out of your way to go for the whole Galarian everything. Especially here, because they could attach a big charm that would be affected by that. So I am going to go Welder here. Is Zard something I want? I'm honestly not sure. I am going to go Giant Hearth here first. Yo, what's good, Jay? How's it going? Okay, so let's go Fire Energy here, do this. I mean, we can get out the Galarian Rapidash, but we'll see exactly how it goes. Stellar Wish. I can always Calm. Yeah, I think Calm here actually sounds really good. So I'm just going to Calm away the Eldegoss, because I don't necessarily... Or actually, I'm going to Calm away this. I don't see that being too great. We're going to get out the Rapidash V, because we've already attached the other energies, I think. Did I attach the energies? Oh, you want to know what? We welded into it. So I shouldn't have done that. That's my mistake. I thought I welded the two, but I got the Giant Hearth afterwards. Yeah, it does. Yeah, exactly. Our opponent's going to be in a tough spot either way. So always keeping this down, and of course we're going to go for max victory. Turn 2, 2 prize cards is fine. So it sucks that, like, we can't attach energy to our Galarian Rapidash, and again, like, that's totally my bad. But at least we have it in our hand for next turn. Oh, yeah. See, oh, what? See, now that they have the air balloon on there, we are just chilling with the Galarian Rapidash V if we ever choose to attack with it. So that's going to be our next goal. I mean, it's tough because we don't necessarily have much going on, but I mean, it's cool. They need to get double Crushing Hammerheads here. I think that was their third one. Yeah, third Crushing Hammer. They're just going to Electrify here, but they don't even have the Pokemon in their discard pile yet, so it's pretty tough. The Chaotic Spell is going to hurt a little bit too. I mean, the odds aren't that ridiculous. And the thing is, even if the Galarian Rapidash does not come out, because I know, like, a lot of, like, I want to play with the card too, but I'm not going to necessarily make mistakes based off that. It's one of those things where, we just gotta, like, keep that in mind. So let's go, like, this. There's actually nothing that actually survives the blow, which sucks the most. Maybe I should have just used the Welder there. I think I'm gonna actually just change my mind and go with Welder. Maybe I should have thought that out. I was debating on using Dedenne-GX, but I don't necessarily want to lose anything else. So let's go ahead here, Welder onto this. At least have this set up. And I don't want to play anything in case they play like Reset Stamp or something else. So I don't see any reason not to attack with max victory. It sucks again. I think this deck probably would like be very good with a Tool Jammer. I think Tool Jammer, all these things like Big Charm can definitely affect things. Exactly. So I think Tool Jammer would be very good in the Victini deck. So keep that in mind. I think it's one of those things where we can always play around a little bit with this. Okay, so they finally got a peek in their discard pile. And I appreciate all the people who are tuning in on a Thursday afternoon, just watching the stream. It honestly, like, it always, like, not like it baffles me. Like, baffle might be, like, one of those, like, wrong words. But it's one of those things where, like, I'm just super appreciative. And I'm not expecting of, like, 40 people just watching my stream at, like, a 1 o'clock. So I super appreciate it. So we're going to get hit for 150. They have to be careful who they power up here, too. Not that I think they have many energies left, because they've already gone through a bunch. We can always attack with the Victini, like I said. Now, Reset Stamp's not really going to be doing too much for us. I honestly think if there's any kind of play that I want to be doing, it might just be like switching into the Jirachi first and foremost, and then Stellar Wishing. I think I might use Stellar Wish afterwards. I don't want to use Reset Stamp. I don't want to give my opponent too many outs, so I'm just going to go ahead here into Dedenne-GX. I think that makes a lot of sense. We haven't used our GX attack yet, so it could be pretty cool. Although, like, the thing that sucks here is, like, the Chaotic Swell is really hurting our vibes right now. So, like, yeah, we have Welder. That's cool. But Welder's not necessarily, like, winning us the game. So, I think, do I hit for 100 there, or do I hit for 130 here? I think I'm actually going to hit for 150. Doesn't change anything. There's really, like, not much that I can do here. I don't have the damage modifiers. So this is, like, something that's, like, super notable for the deck right now. Because even if I hit for 100, I think I might go for Spreading Flames, to be honest. It sucks to sacrifice a 3 prize card attacker. I don't even have the necessary energies to be using Spreading Flames. I could retreat and switch again. It's honestly like one of those things where I'm just in such a bad position because my hand is so dead. I don't think I need this. I think I'm just going to go ahead and have pretty good chances of getting anything else the next turn. So I'm just going to go for the Galarian Rapidash, get this set up. Although, again, I feel like I'm in a very poor position. Unless, of course, they don't GX attack. That could certainly be interesting. It's just like one of those things where, like, reset stamped into nothing. Was it reset stamp? Or I just drew into nothing? Martied me into nothing. Yo, how's it going, Joshua? I've actually, like, that situation is just so awkward. Like, what am I supposed to do? The big charm there. This deck needs a Tool Jammer. I can see how this deck does very well. Tool Jammer just seems very good. So how are they going to react? I think they have to hit me for 200. If only that Rapidash was a Mewtwo. What would the Mewtwo matter? Okay, there's a Rapid. Oh, okay, so they're just gonna go 160 up in the active. Yeah, I don't see how we're winning this game, unfortunately, because they just attach an energy to this Mewtwo Mew GX, and they present a Tag Bolt GX situation with a boss. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have 3 energies left. I mean, I'm cool with a Marnie. Heatran-GX for weakness could be cool. Yeah, maybe like one Mewtwo Mew GX could be cool. I don't know if this hand's better or not. What would I replace on this list for a Tool Jammer? I'm honestly not sure. Don't have the energy, don't have the energy, don't have the energy. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to send up this because we automatically have it. This deck doesn't play Hood. So let's go like this, this. I'm just going to go like this. How many switch have they used? 2 switch, I think this could be a really cool play. So yeah, we're gonna boss his orders up this. We're gonna reset stamp our opponents. We're gonna attach our energy here for our turn. And we're gonna go for a Libra Horn onto the one with more energies. So this is kind of what I was talking about, like, when in doubt, like, I could do a decent bit of stuff with this deck. Do I have any GX attacks? I do. I have Reshiram and Charizard-GX, and I also have Heatran-GX. So hopefully my opponent did not A, find an energy, B, find a switch, C, find an air balloon. They probably don't have much that I can grab. It looks like they're playing a Research or a Marnie now. I mean, I'm totally cool with it if they end up missing it. We did find Eldegoss, we did find energy, we do have a way out of this Galarian Rapidash. So I think if I take care of this Mewtwo, we might be able to win this game. I did not finish my keys yet. So right now I have 5 keys remaining. I'm at 140 rep, which puts me, I think, top 5 NA. Libra Horn. Okay, so they're going Electrify. Hopefully they go Electrify to the wrong one. Or that they just don't have the energy left. I think they have 1 energy left. Yeah. So this is a really huge turn because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I actually can take this game. Actually, it depends because, like, they don't have switch, but they could have another supporter. I mean, I'm attaching my energy here either way. So before I go with anything else, I gotta go retreat this into Jirachi. Stellar Wish. The switch there is beyond huge. Because now I could just go Eldegoss, rip the boss. This is exactly how the whole Libra Horn can work. You can see how I've carefully dissected it. I've played Melmetal. I need to hold that card. What am I doing? So the reason why I needed a switch there is because when my opponent attacks me with Tandem Shock, if they attack me with Tandem Shock, it's definitely the right play. It just, yeah. I have a switch now. Now, the fact that they know that I have a switch can be scary. Yeah, I know what I'm doing with Melmetal. I mean, I have like about an 80% win percentage. Last night at Chill did not go too well. I mean, I was one of the top seeds going into Phase 1, or going into Phase 2, and then I just hit the wrong matchups and got, like, really unlucky. But that's gonna happen. So, I mean, I just accept it. That's exactly... I don't know why they sent up Dedenne. Like, I'm probably going to lose this game just because they had the reset stamp in their hands, but if they screwed up, they screwed up. Like, they could have... I mean, I guess this has... I don't know why they discard Eldegoss. I should have benched Jirachi. That probably would make a lot more sense. I don't disagree with that. I should have benched Jirachi. You're very correct. I feel like there's a higher chance of me decking on my opponent than winning this game with prize cards at this point. Yep. And this is going to be a Tandem Shock. I mean, unless I top deck a Jirachi, it's not going to change anything. Yeah, exactly. So I'm literally being hardcore punished for misplaying. So we're going to go ahead here and... We're gonna switch and we're gonna add a Tool Jammer into the deck. Actually, you know what? We'll just play the deck out. It could have just been one game. I think Tool Jammer is necessary, though. I was like, I would have won the game if it wasn't for that pesky Boltons. And Big Charm's pretty popular right now. So it takes a little bit used to getting to these new decks, but I promise I'm gonna be better this game. Hidden Brian Chang. It just stops the active. But I can always just like boss something up there. What do I do with the game log? I just look at it afterwards sometimes. And I'm working on a few projects as well. I mean, especially even after I had that PTCGO glitch, it's always good to have a game log. Oh, this is actually going to be crazy. So I can do 170 onto this Reshi. They don't knock me out with Outrage because it's only going to be doing that much. So, I mean, I think we'll see what we get off Welder first. I think Welder's clearly the best choice. We'll see which path it guides us in. Now, I almost want to go for, like, Jirachi. I know that Jirachi's probably not going to be... Jirachi, Switch, Scoop of Net. Like, I don't want to pitch this hand away. That seems so wasteful. But I'm going to have to, unfortunately. So, I'm going to pitch this away. Because I could switch, Scoop of Net, switch... Yeah, the Goon Ping would be tough here. It sucks to lose this much resources, but I mean, we could rip 3 prize cards on our second turn if I could just get Victini Energy. Yeah, so bringing it back, not going to play the Giant Hearth out for my opponents. Libra Horn, boom. Worst case scenario is that if they actually attack into my Victini, actually it's not that bad because I could just follow them up with my own Victini or my own Reshiram. So hopefully they don't Goon Ping me, because that'd suck. And the fact that they played a Giant Hearth means I can discard my Giant Hearth with their Giant Hearth. So fun times. If they're playing Fan of Waves, I think they're playing Victini. But they're wasting their resources on a Zard. Yo, what's up? This deck is super toxic. I mean, it's super cool. I think the Galarian Rapidash, like, Libra Horn is a much better attack than most people ever thought it was. Okay, they are playing this correct. Do they have the third energy, though? Do they have the Goon Ping? Or greens? I don't know what you... Sorry, Zach, I don't know what you mean there. There's the Outrage. If only I could go boss and knock out that one, that'd be so hot. I mean... Or can I? That's so risky though. If I just get the knockout there, so if I go, I have to go Quick Ball away in energy for any Pokemon because I have the one Victini VMAX in my deck. So let's just put a card away that's not gonna matter. Calm this away. So I'm just going to isolate the Pokemon that I actually want to knock out. I think that's a little bit better than just knocking out the active. They might be able to do a little bit more, but I'm going to take 5 prize cards, and I might not necessarily be able to follow that up. Or actually, that presents them into a situation where, like, I think it's still easier for me to win the game this way. I'd have to think about this. This is actually a really interesting thing, because if I knock this out, I might be promoting them to get this evolved. I'd rather them just, like, struggle to get that set up, because it's really easy for me to do the 100 damage in the active. So there's the max victory. So you can see just how quick max victories it's hidden. I mean, at the end of the day, regardless of how I play this deck utmost, right? The strategy at the beginning of the video is really, like, create your own path. Welder decks are more difficult than a lot of people think, especially when you're doing math like this. Now, sure, our opponent might be able to hit us for 230 or something like that. That's more damage, but I'm also drawing more prize cards in succession. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, totally got it. I thought you were asking, like, green side in the deck, and I was like, that's a weird question. I mean, that's very true. Yeah, this deck is, like, honestly super cool. Yo, what's poppin', Talonite X? It's been a while. Hopefully everything's been going well with you. Miss having you around on my streams, to be honest. I'm sure you're probably busy working on a bunch of Chilling Reigns and EV Heroes deck lists, to be honest. New Rapid Support Urshifu deck would most likely get wrecked by this. This deck does really well against V decks and tag team decks. I'm not sure what else it would, like, struggle against. I might actually play something like this for my remaining Players' Cup keys. Hey, how's it going? You don't have to worry about math. You just swing into everything. Yeah, this deck's super cool. And if they're going to waste their energies on a thing, and if they don't get a Victini down, I think we're just vibing. Yeah. Part of me really just wants to get another one set up. So if I just go Giant Hearth, I mean, this is where it becomes, like, sticky. I'm going to Giant Hearth away this. Which Pokemon do I want to attack with? I know I'm going to draw Victini VMAX off my prize cards, guaranteed. Because there's 2 left in there. I'm drawing 3 prize cards. I think I'm probably just going to go for the Victini VMAX kind of play, since I'm already going to have it. So we're going to discard that, grab the Victini V. And this is one thing that's cool, that when you search out your prize cards properly, you can make informed decisions like this. And this is honestly the magic of playing Pokemon at a top level. Like, I am so sure that I'm going to get it, because there's nothing else in my mind that tells me otherwise. I have searched through my prize cards. I have 2 Victinis in my prize cards. I'm drawing 3 prize cards. Guarantee telling me I'm getting a Victini VMAX. There's a Victini VMAX. Last prize card is Victini VMAX. Now I don't need to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? It's things like that that really add up. So we're going to take a dub here. Quick dub. So, I mean, this is hot. I think this deck is super hot. Ooh, does 9-card TCG have a channel? I'll have to check that out. 9-card, message me on Twitter and DM me the link to your channel, and I'll check it out afterwards. But I try to support everyone who's a content creator, so I appreciate that. Did you know that you could do 170 damage without a VMAX or tag team? Broken. Yeah, that game was pretty good. Yeah, this deck is actually super refreshing in this format. It makes me wonder what other Galarian Rapidash decks can come out. No, 9-card. Feel free. We have praise here. We praise all content creators. I mean, it's one thing if, like, one of the, like, if Tricky Jim were to be here, I'd be like, hey guys, check out my channel. I mean, I love Tricky Jim. I'm merely making a joke, but it's one of those things. Do you ever use, I mean, that was a VMAX matchup, kind of. I can imagine that you could, like, swing into an E-turn. Like, it might allow you to protect yourself. This is a really, like, this deck gets some kind of awkward hands. I have to start with this one. Hopefully I can get a decent start here. Maybe I'm playing against Lucario. Very much looks like a Lucario start. I don't want to lose this, but I have to do something. So I guess the way that I'm going to handle this, I don't think our opponent's going to do too much. I'm going to put this down, because at least I have a scoop up net left after using this. And I'm going to go for Dedenne-GX. So this is actually going to be a really cool thing that I'm going to be doing here. So I'm going to be going Quick Ball away. This. I maybe should have used Pokémon there. That might have been a little bit better for what it's worth. And if I attach here for my turn, I have access to Spreading Flames. Yeah, I should have quick balled away the other energy. That would have been a little bit better. So I think that's where I made my mistake there. I thought I had a really cool play. I thought I discarded the other energy, but that's what you get when you're just like vibing out with a new deck. There's that Coating Metal energy. Hey, how's it going? Welcome, Arhem. Malolana into the Knockouts, into the Metal Goggles. So we're really looking for a scoop up net here, peeps. Who does that? Yeah, I know. It sucks. I feel that to a whole other level. We do have the scoop up net available in the deck, so I'm actually going to try to Welder here. Because if I end up just finding it, we're good. So yeah, we're searching for a scoop of nets. Oh, cool. My opponent's probably just going to scoop the game. That was ridiculously lucky on my behalf. See, this is why I'm just like clicking cards today. I can't help myself. I shouldn't be putting down this Dedenne-GX. I shouldn't be grabbing. I shouldn't have played the Pokemon Communication. That's okay. I think I'm just more shocked that I found it than not. You started playing Pokemon not too long ago? That's cool. Honestly, it's really good to just play the game and start off with that. Just start playing online with the theme decks they give you. You start unlocking some codes there. Feel free to pick up some other things along that. Yeah, Pokemon, hit me up. DM me. Hey, telephone wire. Yeah, no, it's cool. That's the reason why I like live streaming on YouTube. Because we could always, it always saves the VOD as a nice little video with a thumbnail. Yeah, thank you, Gundu. Metal decks don't get the memo about fire decks. I mean, they did play the Coating Metal energy, and I did pitch away all my other scoop up nets because I was forced to. I have to be careful with the amount of energies that I use, or whatever they decide to do here. Could they just go for okay. Yeah, the Giratina is huge. Also, everyone, we got 70 people watching. Thank you so much. Don't forget to give this video a gigantic like. I totally would appreciate it. It would mean the world. It would mean the world to me if you could. Yeah, the Rapidash Victini actually works. I'm just going to go here for Eldegoss. I'm pretty sure I have it. Oh no, that does 100. That's not enough. Okay. I mean, I'm totally... okay, I'm going to leave the Eldegoss there then. Again, I need to think before I'm playing these cards. I don't know why I'm playing so poorly today. But we're going to go free max victory. They're probably going to rip our energies off. What else do we got? Luke Metal's going to be annoying. Yeah, Luke Metal's going to be annoying, especially because we were running out of energies hard. Feels like it. Hey, thank you so much for liking it. Yeah, I think this deck is, this deck's awesome. So yeah, and if anyone has any questions, and like, if it's just like the messages are going quick, it's also my first time like ever playing this deck, because it literally just came out last night. Or at least that's the first time that I saw it last night. Let me know in the comments below, or just directly DM me on Discord. Like, I try to be pretty chill and getting back to everyone as soon as possible. So, goodbye, Victini's energies. We're actually so close to just getting the knockout because they don't, like, we just need a third energy somewhere. I don't think I care about the Victini here too much. I probably don't care about the Quick Ball. Actually, I probably don't care about the Reset Stamp. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go for the win. There's no weakness. 200. Yeah, let's try to go for that. I mean, it sounds really reasonable here. We're going to pitch this all away. Send you a video. Yay, thank you. I appreciate it, everyone. Actually, yeah, there's no way that I could win with Heatran. I just got to be careful. I'm just clicking today. See, and this is a bad habit to get into. Don't, like, click Pokemon cards. And then just, like, think about before you're doing actions. Okay, so we did not catch the dub. We actually drew into such a poor hand. How did we not hit an energy there? We only have 5 in our discard pile. So we still have lots of energies left. We have 7, we have 11 energies total. What the heck? Jesus loves me? That's broken. I'm gonna leave the Victini VMAX like this. At least they can't rip the energies off this one. It's more or less like I only have 1 boss orders left. Yeah, if you want to know, the deck list is in the description, peeps. All I ask in return for all of the content is just to subscribe to the channel, like the video, tell your friends, watch the video. Not much. I appreciate it, Cooper. Thank you. There's that energy. Big, gigantic yikes. I don't know. I think my opponent's being quite kind with this Marnie. Click, click, click is basically my playstyle. Eternatus was made for... Yes. I don't think the Steel Fist is going to do too much to the Victini. I know I don't have all the energies necessary in my deck. So I'm just going to go, like... I have the energies necessary there, though. So we're going to go like this. I'm going to go Spreading Flames. 1, 2, 3. And then I have it next turn. Because they can't knock this dude out. This is where it gets really bad. I used the book of coins they first gave you in game when you started purchasing Evolutions pack and found a Mega Charizard and I don't know how to use it. So that's only in an expanded card. Hey, thank you, Cooper. I appreciate it. I just stick to theme decks right now, Arham. That will build up your collection a little bit quicker than individual packs. You could also buy codes. If I were to buy codes from anywhere, I'd go to PTCGO store or PoTown. Both are great. Those would be the best places to get codes. Really cheap prices. And they're super quick. How's the matchup with Peak? I lost to Peak. I think I played poorly. I played poorly majority of today. Typically, I'm like, you want to know what? I don't think I made many misplays. So it's one of those things where, yeah, I don't know what the whole point of this is, dragging it up. They just lose the game. 300. GX attack. Well played to our opponents. Hey, I really appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. Yeah, we are so close to 4K subs. That would be huge. So, I mean, I'm going to go by Remember Jesus Loves You. Appreciate it, homie. So, I mean, we'll look over the deck list. I only wanted to cover this deck for like a little bit today, so it's not going to be a super long one. Yeah, I believe it still does. So totally check that out. Never seen him though. Keck W. So, I mean, I think that the list that Koichi had is fine. Things that I think that would be better. How my keys going? So, Laura, I'm at 140 rep right now. So, I think I'm probably top 10 NA right now. I haven't checked the leaderboards in a minute. I still got to win. I still got to play 5 more keys. So just trying to find the time to do that. My keys on average are taking 45-ish minutes. So I know I need to sit down and play that. What's that? Like 3 hours and 45 minutes off the top of my head. If things go well. So we'll have to see how it goes. But this is one of those decks where I think you might be able to cut a Jirachi. I mean, I didn't feel like there was enough space for the 4 Jirachis. Maybe it's better to start with. But I also really like starting with any of the Fire-type Pokemon. I also wouldn't mind having an additional Crobats. So I think this deck can be reworked a little bit. Like, you could always Spreading Flames late game, so it's better than other Fire-type things. Thank you, I appreciate it. So, I mean, if I were to make any changes to this deck, off the top of my head, again, this would be untested. Actually, let me just, let me grab a copy-paste of this for my own file. Let me just save this deck just in case. I always keep a local backup. Okay, so if I were to do anything, I think I'd cut a Jirachi immediately for Crobat. I like, actually, you want to know what? I don't think that's fine. I want to get a Tool Jammer in here. I think Tool Jammer is very good in Victini. I mean, I think that might just be it. I really liked how the rest of the deck flowed. Maybe it's just like, I wanted something else. You just keep on playing. The most valuable deck was definitely Melmetal. I mean, I think the Pokecoms are fine. I think I could probably get away with 3 copies. I think 3 copies might be fine, but right now, I think this deck is cool. I think it's just experimenting with those last few spots. I'd have to do a lot more research on this deck. But again, this is really the first draft of the deck. So it's one of those things where I can't necessarily determine what's going on, what's not going on. But I mean, I think it's cool. So, that's what we got going on for today, peeps. Not to end it any abruptly or not. I was planning on going for about 45-ish minutes. Just to really explain the deck. I might play this deck in a future tournament, but my goal with this channel here, I'll just switch it over. There we are. So yeah, my goal with this channel is to just help everyone grow as a player. And whether that's me learning a deck in the process or me explaining a deck, because I explain fully what the deck can do, showcase what the deck can do, I just want to be like, this video is a bookmark on how to play this deck. So if you're like, you want to know what, I don't know how to play this deck, or I played against this tournament, not sure, or played against this deck in a tournament, or on the ladder, or my friend was talking about it, what is this deck? I want my video to be the best way to describe it to anyone, in a way that's easy to digest, but it shows the competitive stand of the deck. What is your PTCGO? Mine is Z Lesage. I don't necessarily add anyone. I only use it for like personal testing, with my testing group and coaching clients. So it's one of those things where I'll play people in games, But I just want no one to be offended if I ever like unfriend them. I'm not trying to be like, I don't like you or I'm not friends with you. So don't take it seriously if I don't add you or if I unfriend you or something like that. I don't know if you need Mew at all. Rapid Strike's not super popular. So it's one of those things. Tried to add Charizard in my deck, but I'm not able to add it. RIP. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I feel like the Jirachi doesn't necessarily matter, and you could always switch Scoop of Net into it. Can you try to make an ADP with Copperajah? I mean, it's one of those things where, like, I don't necessarily even think the Copperajah is doing too much. So it's one of those things where we'll see exactly what's going on. What I'm trying to do in the next, for next month is reformulate my channel membership. If you haven't become a channel member yet, it does really help support the channel. Like I said, I'm drinking Red Bulls to stay up. I was up till 4 o'clock in the morning, waking up, designing thumbnails, gathering the deck list, learning the deck. Oh, yeah, mine's just Elisage, no worries. It's all good. I get asked so many times that I just want to make sure. So it's one of those things where if you want to support the channel, feel free to offer a dono. I don't expect anything from anyone. Feel free to become a channel member. It does all go back into supporting the channel or supporting my caffeine addiction. So I really do appreciate that, everyone. And I mean, that's everything. Shout out to my sponsors, Into the AM, Lightning Strike Gaming, PTCGO Zone. I really appreciate everyone there for really helping me out. And I mean, I have big plans for this channel. We're growing. It's one of those things where every single day I just want to make the best content possible. I can't, like, right now, there's not a lot of content to cover. So where I'm at right now as a content creator, it's not always going to be, it's not super enjoyable for me to cover ADP for like the 20th time. It's not super enjoyable for me to cover Eternatus for the 10th time. I'll make sure that anytime there's an upcoming deck iteration or a brand new deck like this to cover it. So I know I was going to cover Mewtwo Urshifu this week. I'm still going to cover it. That's likely going to be our video tomorrow, and it might just go up live like this one. So I hope that everyone enjoyed it. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning by. Again, if you haven't liked this video, seriously, liking the video really helps out a lot. I can't stress that enough. It really tells YouTube that this video is popping off. And it helps us get to that next level, and it puts us into the search algorithm. So if there's anything that you could do to ever help out the video, that's one of the best things that you could do. It takes 2 seconds to like the video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and check the description below for the list to my sponsors. Buy a t-shirt from Into the AM or something like that. It would really help out me as a content creator. That being said, I gotta go get ready for some coaching, so I'll catch up with everyone later. Peace out.